Man, your West Tigers just got bigger and better news than the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce engagement. And today we're going to be breaking that all down, plus a little bit more around our forward pack and how we can actually take on the Canberra Raiders and destroy them at their home ground, which is going to be a sold-out stadium. But before we get into that video, my name is Jordy. I am a diehard West Tigers fan who lives and breathes all things orange and black. And if you love the Tigers as much as I do, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button, especially if you haven't already. And then pick up one of my One Jungle merch caps because they are sick and it's a great year to rep the West Tigers. So this is the big news. Shane Richardson has secured our long-term future West Tigers fans. There was a lot of doubt and a lot of questions around what we were looking at for Leichhardt Oval and Campbelltown, but mainly Leichhardt because that is where we call home. That's the nostalgia. That is the stomping ground, right? And he has secured 15 years for our stadium and around $100 million in identified redevelopment funding, which is going to be freaking huge for the long-term direction of our club and just like the overall membership and kind of just the identity of the West Tigers. That is, that is where things were born. That is where things happen. That is where the magic happens. They don't call it the eighth wonder for no reason. So Richardson goes on to explain that this has been an accumulation of years of planning and critical pieces of the club's broader rebuild had to be in place. So this has been a major part of the puzzle. There's a whole lot of things we had to do to reestablish this club. The independent board is operating successfully. Our commercial side will show a profit this year. For the first time in a long while, we've increased sponsorships by over 40% because of you guys, Tigers fans. The final piece of the puzzle was the stadiums because we needed quality stadiums that our fans could come along to and know that we could provide quality entertainment for them. Now, Tigers fans, if that doesn't get you pumped up about the rebuild that Richardson and that Benji are part of, then I don't know what else will. We've got the players, we've got the know-how, we've got the skill, we've got the buy-in, we've got the stadiums now, we've got the leadership. What else do you want as a fan? Like, this is it. Sales are up, we're making profits. That is proof. That is, like, the proof in the pudding is that, hey, we are making money, we are seeing numbers go up. That don't lie. The numbers do not lie. And so I'm so pumped on this, and I think you should be as well. So 2027, we'll probably see Leichhardt shut and get rebuilt. That's going to be absolutely mental, and I cannot wait to see what they do there. 2028 will be Campbelltown, and then in 2029, we are both together. This is going to be so sick. We're going to play more games at Campbelltown in 27, and then a lot more games in Leichhardt in 2028, and I cannot wait for that. We'll still play out of a CommBank for the bigger games until both stadiums are fully established in 2029. From there, 2029, there's 11 games certainly that will be locked into either Leichhardt or Campbelltown. Now that is just absolutely mental, guys. And so when we think of the long term, I don't know if any of you guys have seen Ted Lasso on Apple TV, but that is one of my favorite shows. One, because Ted Lasso himself is just an absolute master coach and just an absolute unit of a human, right? But the second reason is the club, the buy-in that the audience, the fans have. They were the crappiest team in the league. They came back and they ended up doing great things under Ted Lasso. And I see Ted Lasso being Benji Marshall. I see our club being Leichhardt, being Campbelltown, being all the above. But more importantly, that Concord, baby. Like, that area, we're going for that rebuild, and we're going to see huge growth in the future. And I believe Shane Richardson knows exactly what he's doing and has been, silently working in the background. So when we look at the long-term growth for Sydney's West, Richardson said the long-term stadium deal is also about cementing West Tigers' place in the Western Sydney community. There's finally going to be a place that people know that this is our One Jungle. There are no limits. This is what it's all about. It just means that we are locked in. He said, we've got commitment to the West. We'll be in 60 schools by the end of the year with our Empower program. We've got a strong tie to the league's club and now to the council. We've got a commitment to the historic Leichhardt Oval, but the real spread for this club as far as membership growth and commercial is to the southwest of Sydney. This is the final piece of the puzzle. So Tigers fans, how are you feeling about the eighth wonder? How are you feeling about Campbelltown? Can this remodel finally be the thing that we can break the curse on? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below because this is just amazing news. And when I heard this and saw this, I just knew that this was going to be what we needed. So quick look at our starting lineup. We got Dream Buller. This is for the Raiders game this weekend. Taru, Hoover, Taylor May. Startoa is listed and named, but I really don't think he's going to be there in there. I think we're going to see Makasini as our 18th man stepping up and playing. Our forward pack, we got Terrell May, Api Korosai, Fonua Pole, Samuel Afanu, Siani, and Alex. Now, this is huge. So I think this is going to be one of the biggest battles of the season for us, because we've got Josh Papali, we got Tapen, and we got Young, we got Hoskin, and then Horsberg. Like, these are the guys that are just killing it this year. They know how to get those big meters, especially Papali. Like, they know how to play footy in that forward pack. So I think we're going to have to, one, defend extremely hard. I'm asking a big ask from our forward pack this week, and that is no leak tackles, no missed tackles. I'm asking for Terrell May standard footy. That is 110% effort on attack, 120% effort on defense. I'm talking big tackles, big, just closing of the gaps. Just lots of great things that happen that I think if we can get in, we will stop a lot of points coming out from them. Then on attack, I want to see huge meters made in terms of post-contact meters, second phase plays, but there also a ton of offloads and big hit-ups. And I think for our forward pack, if they can get that down, play simple footy, but hard and intense, and then pair that with extremely precise and accurate defense, my goodness, will we be on another level. So I'm so pumped for this game. And so just a quick couple stats about our matchup. The last 45 games we have played, they've won 25, we won 20. We know in our last meeting earlier in the year, it was actually quite a close game. So I'm calling, and then the one before was a win. So I'm calling either an extremely close game that we win by a field goal or 2 points, or an absolute blowout for them. So we go to their home ground, we absolutely tear it up. We walk away with 12 plus. I'm calling that right now. I really do think if we can lock in, we can get our defense right. If we can attack simply but also unpredictably, my goodness, will we see a huge blowout there. And I'm so pumped for that. So yeah, I'm calling 12 plus if we see a blowout, and if not, I think it's going to be a 1 or 2 point game. You know that we're coming off that loss against Cowboys, absolutely a nasty loss. But you know the Raiders have done all right this season. You don't get first on the ladder for being just any old team. So they've got an 80% completion rate. We're only 1% behind at 79, which I think we've really turned it up these last few weeks. So imagine what we're like next year. But imagine if we turn it up again this week. That could be a major upset for Canberra. Tackle efficiency, they've got a few more points up on us, nearly hitting that 90s, but so are we. We're in the high 80s, and that's something to be extremely proud about, and we need to see that high 80 to low 90 tackle efficiency going into this game, and I promise you that will make a world of difference. So Tigers fans, thanks for tuning into today's video, and like I said, let me know your thoughts on the whole Leichhardt, Campbelltown, West Sydney rebuild, rebrand, whatever you want to call it. This is part of our restructuring and rebuild that we have been under for a few years now, and Benji Marshall and Shane Richardson are literally the dream team. So if you're with me and you love the West Tigers, let me know your favorite thing about this season, and then who you're calling for the first try this coming weekend. Guys, take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.